And greetings, friends, and welcome to House of Robot. I'm Jacques Howard, and it is my pleasure, along with Bill Nobes, House of Robot, Trenton 365 Performing Arts, and myself, to thank you and welcome you to House of Robot. Tonight is a special performance because I always enjoy spending time with my friends who are performing arts, who edify me, encourage me, and entertain me. Tonight, I hope that you'll join me as we welcome Jamie, Jake, and Dim, Alpha Rabbit.
Lie to come close to you. Your words are falling at my feet. And if I live another day, I learn from these mistakes.
I have the lie to come close to you. Your words are just out of reach. We push and pull and there's no retreat. The distance within your reach.
Some time. By now, you should probably already know. When you find the one you really love, you should never, ever, ever let go. I have changed, but it always stays the same. There's just too many names and faces. I have dreams, but it always stays the same. Never ever let You can stay right here with me till eternity. Breathe in, time young. You're honest or wrong. Start to travel far. Breathe out, take control. There is no time to waste. We're all the time to spare. You can stay away from here. Run. You can run right in with me. You can stay away from here. Run.
Gotten older and I may not be wiser, but I know time is fleeting and time it won't repeat for no one. For no one. As for me, 6 years I've been on the wrong side of 30, or so they say, or so some people say. I guess I can't keep playing basement shows forever. I suppose I'll have to grow up one day. Pocket raise your bottles and cans. Tonight I wanna dance. Tonight let's sweat it out. God knows no one's getting any younger. Are slowly drowning. I write songs for the reason someone cares, but I know no one really cares. I don't know if I do either. Each year the world gets a little more insane. So they say. So some people say. I guess it's true that nothing lasts forever. We'll have to change our ways someday. Pocket razor bottles and cans. Tonight the world ends. Tonight we're going down with the ship. God knows no one's getting any younger. Well, I'm older by the minute. You are older by the minute. And my week is fitting in. But tonight I stare. I'm gaining ground. Closer, maybe 1 foot closer, maybe 1 year closer. Tonight, oh tonight. It's probably true that no one lives forever.
Except the Highlander.
I suppose we'll have to face that fact one day.
There can be only one.
Raise your bottles and cans tonight, 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 tonight. God knows you're not getting any younger.
Yeah, guys. I'm a little giddy, as I said. Stoked to be here at House of Robot. We're going to give Alpha Rabbit a chance to calm down and relax a little bit, and we're going to have a short conversation with them. But I want to make sure that all of you who are checking us out, be sure to make sure that you share this content in your networks, because Bill Nobes and myself, House of Robot, Trenton 365 Performing Arts, we are all about promoting our friends who are amazing human beings who are way more talented as performing artists than at least me. I'll say that. But another way that you can support what's going on is to check out Analog Trenton. We've got some limited edition runs on some vinyl and also on some CDs. And when I say that limited edition, these are actually numbered. There's lots of credits to lots of folks who were part of this. Most of the folks are from the region and the scene happening here in Trenton. And I'm going to gently set this down. I'll be right back. Shout out to Zoe, who's here as well as another artist in the community. She's actually part of Bill Nobes' program, which is an artist program, so you can find out more about that. But again, the first and most important thing is that you recognize that we're trying to do some really awesome things here, and we've got some amazingly talented people who are in our lives, and we want to reach more people through the performing arts, etc. And to do that, we believe the best way to do that is through entertainment and places where we can equally come together like this. And again, I'm a little giddy, and I want to say that welcome to my friends. We got Jamie, Jake in the middle, and Dim off to the right, from my left to right, and from that way on your screen as well. So let's talk briefly. I don't want to go into like this being a Trenton 365 30-minute interview because we don't have that much time. But I know most of the folks who are watching know a little bit about who you all are. I want you guys to touch on the fact that all three of you are very skilled musicians with stringed instruments.
It's not true. The rumors are not true.
I don't feel like that should be true. I feel like these guys are really great.
See what I mean, folks? See what I mean? They're arguing amongst themselves about it, but they all play stringed instruments.
Sure.
All right, so let's the name Alpha Rabbit, where did it come from, whose idea was that, etc.
Me, I have rabbits, and I have to constantly work to assert to them that I am the alpha for my rabbits. But among us, I don't think we have any alphas, which is I kind of like it because I think it's kind of funny that we don't really have alphas.
All three of us are alphas.
I think we're all alphas.
My man Dim, I'm glad he said that because when I think about you all, like personality-wise, you all have this similarity. And earlier we were discussing about the whole astrological connection of fire signs. And I was saying how so many people in my life are fire signs. I'm one as well. And tell me about the three of you.
Oh, we're all Leos.
All Leos.
Which are all fire signs, celebrating birthdays in what month? August, great. So we've got some stuff that's coming up in the second set. But beyond that, what do you guys have going on? I hear there's rumor that there's some new music coming out.
There's a new record coming out. We worked on an album during the pandemic. We worked on an album, and we hope to have a release late summer, early fall, next few months.
Next few months. All right. So things are opening up. Shout out to the local spots that are giving artists the opportunity to perform.
You mean First Fridays at Mill Hill Saloon?
What? Mill Hill where?
And Trenton, New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. You mean at 300 South Broad Street, Trenton, New Jersey?
That's the place.
That's the one.
That's the one. And I heard that there may be an acoustic set after this set, maybe? Not tonight.
Get out.
The rumors again are false.
These are all false. All right, so when we think about as things start opening up and these opportunities that we have to go and see artists like yourselves perform and support you, can we expect to see some smaller venues, some maybe like outdoor things taking place? What's going to be coming down the pike for Alpha Rabbit?
I know that we're playing White's Bog on July 10th. That's an outdoor gig there. I know that we've been talking about throwing our own outdoor gig. We just did a gig at 7A. In Trenton there, Exit 7A Studios.
Shout out to Scott Miller, Exit 7A.
Scott and Tony G. And right now, we're open to playing. If everybody's safe and everybody's secure, everybody's okay with it.
We're all vaccinated.
Yeah.
So
Me as well.
we did it.
That's
So
And folks, if you were here for the last
That's our first
performance, there was this total contrast in the way Jamie was. She was almost in like a hazmat suit in here filmed a couple weeks back.
Life is different now.
I'm taking
Yes,
back that
for sure.
hug.
All right, so the second set, what do we have coming up?
I'm going to be switching to drums, and Jamie's going to be on bass. Jake's switching to the guitar, and we've got Wrong Thing Sometimes and Dead Weight, 2 new songs off the new record.
If you like what you hear, yeah, this is all everything except our last track is going to be on the new record.
Yep.
So if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook or Bandcamp, we will give you updates as to when we can expect it to be released.
Keep your eyes out for a new record and new T-shirts.
Fantastic. And I do want to make a statement that earlier, this is the first show where I did a costume change. So I switched out on my classic vintage Alpha Rabbit tee to the House of Robot tee. And while Alpha Rabbit gets set up for the second set, folks, I just want to let you know that please make sure you go over to Analog Trenton, like I'm holding up here with the CD, and to let you know that there are limited editions, numbered prints of the vinyls. And on this one, it is number 449 out of 500. Lots of folks from the Trenton music scene and the region have been a part of this project, from artists who were doing the visual work, the digital work, all the way up to the recording and the locations where this has taken place. So make sure you go over to Analog Trenton. And until then, make sure you stay connected at House of Robot for presentations like the one we're about to see the second set of. Join my friends left to right, Jamie, Dim, and Jake, Alpha Rabbit.
I've heard it all a million times. You are a wasted crime when you stay silent. The way you do your hair and make me stop and stare. The way you step down the middle of the street. Oh, the way you hold me close is what I like the most. I only do the wrong thing sometimes. 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 Then I'm fine. You come down and you whisper in my ear. You say some things that I wanna hear. You are a southern girl, it's true. But let me tell you something about me. I only do the wrong thing sometimes. I only do the wrong thing sometimes. I only do the wrong thing sometimes. Then I'm fine. I only do the wrong thing sometimes. I only think the wrong thing sometimes. I only think the wrong thing sometimes. Then I'm fine. I only do the wrong thing sometimes. I only do the wrong thing sometimes. I only do the wrong thing sometimes. Then I'm fine.
Johnny, I am drifting out to sea. Won't you come swim after me? Tonight I am a dead weight dragging you down. You ought to cut the rope and set me free. Sweetheart, well, I do want you to stay. I don't want you to see me this way. Tonight we ought to cut our losses and shut down the drama. Man, you ought to walk away. Please don't walk away. You've gone swimming from the shore, and I do not know what's for. But when I stop the floating thread, you fill my head, and I'm back on the floor. Tonight I will be crashing with the waves, or floating up to space. Oh no, I can't stay here. I'm sorry, dear. I have to keep my pace. I know I can be difficult to love. Outsiders like you, they just don't know it yet. Starting to think that I will always be ever since the day that you met me. Amplified the May we lost Anthony. I'm battling an endless war. I don't know what for. Time ticks far too quickly. Tonight I will be crashing with the waves. Floating up to space. Oh no, I can't stay here. I'm sorry, dear. I have to keep my pace.
Yesterday, I couldn't bear to say I'm moving on, moving on. Well, I love you if you wanna tag along. My mind was racing, my hands were shaking. Ooh, I took it wrong, took it wrong. But seeing all these looks kind of funny, I'll never know, never know. So, let it rain on a hot August night. Let it rain on a hot August night. We got time, get it right. You got a lot to say, I got no hand to play. I should be gone, should be gone. But we all got a whole lot of story. How the mess becomes a cold war. So let it rain on a hot August night. Let it rain on a hot August night. We got time, get it right. She said, excuse me. We only got this place to measure the time it's gone. We only got this space to see where I will belong. It was me, what I did, what I never meant to cause you harm. Maybe tomorrow is different. What then she said? We only got this place to measure the time it's gone. We only got this space to see where I will belong. I was only looking forward all too damn far behind. I had to change my way. Now that I know. only got this place.
We have one more song.
I was going to say, you guys aren't done yet, are you?
Yeah, we have one more song. This is a new one. It's a Baby Fresh song.
All right, cool. While Alpha Rabbit gets set up, folks, you can see the smile on my face. This is no joke, man. I am feeling it, and I would assume that you are as well. And welcome to House of Robot. On behalf of Bill Nobes, myself, and Trenton 365 and House of Robot, we so thank you for tuning in and spending any of your time with us and with our friends who are amazingly talented musicians, but more importantly than that, they're just cool-ass human beings. So with that being said, make sure you follow us, share us, and do what you can to support the musicians that we're bringing forward to you. And Alpha Rabbit is about to finish up.
And also make sure you support Dirty Old Robot and House of Robot. Let's thank Bill
Yes.
Nobes for having us tonight. Thank you, Bill. And thank you, Zoe, for helping.
Yes,
And
thank you.
Jacques.
Thank you, Jacques Howard and Trenton 365.
All right.
Kids ready?
I think so.
1, 2.
She said they told me to stay in my house, and they demanded I cover my mouth. My pantry is empty, my stomach is growling. Her voice shakes through the door chain.
Did you wash your hands?
Push past a man sprawled on the pavement. Vultures upon him. People peer through their drapes while the TV complains. The cop screams.
But it's 6'6".
You better watch the air you breathe. My neighbor bled out in the street last week while sobbing, "No one will touch me." Their daughter is missing. Her photo is buried on the bus stop under flyers demanding,
Did you wash your hands?
Oh, man, that sucks that you're done.
Thank you, Internet people.
Oh, man. Alpha Rabbit, I'm going to switch spots here. Big shout out to House of Robot and the fact that Bill Nobes has it set up so that I can kind of move around. And I'm going to come over and we're going to take a couple minutes and just have a little bit of a chat and allow each one of you to share whatever you would like. How about I stand here and you stay on that mic? There we go. And Jamie Parker, you said that let's talk a little bit more about your rabbits.
okay,
Because
talk about them all day.
yeah, that's right. So I want you to share a little bit about your rabbits and how the complexity of the relationship and the naming of the band.
Well, I mean, rabbits are very interesting creatures. They are very social, but also very territorial. So it's like you have there's a lot about rabbit culture. Like you have to really kind of know your bunny people, and I think that it's an interesting kind of. I like the kind of juxtaposition with the band name because I think the three of us are also very social, and for us, like we kind of each came into this band as like we're all three strong songwriters and we each have our own kind of projects, but when we put our stuff together and we kind of can let go of any ego, that is where the magic I think really happens. So the songs that are newer, like our older material kind of is the stuff that like I came with a song, Dim came with a song, Jake came with a song, but our newer material that we're writing is something that the three of us put together, and you can't separate the songwriter. And I think we're really excited about it. Like the last track is a product of that. Eternity was a product of that. So we're kind of like this new album is something that's a lot more of us kind of melding together.
It's collaborative.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to slide back over here because I want to make sure we get the sound and I don't do anything with the feedback. But with that being said, I would say that is exactly what I would think about the three of you. In my personal dealings with each of you, I don't see any ego. Like it's always love. It's always very friendly. It's always about, hey, how can we as a community or as a bigger picture do some really cool things? And it just so happens that it happens to be around art. I know that you are all also very involved in other projects and things like happening in the area. And Jamie, your day-to-day work is all about, service, et cetera. So just touch on that real quick, and then I'm going to ask my man Jake and then Dim a couple of quick questions.
Service is my life. I believe that we are here to serve each other. And and honestly, like it's funny because I read a lot about this, but the whole kind of art, like I feel like our art is a service to the community. And we are kind of our mission. I think one time we sat down and we talked about it, like our mission is to really like create joy. Like we wanna make good times. Our goal is to like get Gigi and Matty Ice dancing in Mill Hill Basement. Like that's our goal. We're like, is this song enough to get them dancing?
That's a proper barometer. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
That's a proper barometer when you get people dancing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So for us, I think that it's at least for me, it's like I think about it as a service to like my mission tonight is to give somebody. I want them to be dancing. I want them to forget about all the shit that's in their head, that they're worried about, all the stuff that doesn't matter right now, because right now you're with me, you're here. Let's just enjoy this moment and forget about the rest. And I feel like that's what we collectively strive to do.
And I would say that you are successfully doing that. And here at House of Robot, we want to make sure that we get more eyes on all of you. Jake, I want to ask you a quick question because I know that I've seen you perform on different stringed instruments, and I don't see that here. So is there a chance that some mandolin or something else may be showing up on some Alpha Rabbit tracks?
Yes, it's very likely to happen. We kind of, every time we get an opportunity to play an acoustic gig, which we also like playing, we always try to change up the entire instrumentation of these songs. So now we're reimagining, the very tracks you heard, but with mandolin and accordion or banjo, and it's a way, I don't know if it's entertaining, it entertains us.
Glad to hear that. Dim, I want to ask you about how you've taken your guitar playing, like the solo. The solo in that last song, I really was feeling. I don't know if you guys saw me moving around over here or not, but that solo was. Thanks, man. So that solo.
Blow up your spot.
I love the solo.
Appreciate it.
For sure. Okay. I love the solo, but I was thinking back to when you were playing bass in the previous tracks, and then how are you blending in almost like playing like a lead? Kind of with the bass a little bit. Can you just talk about that technique?
Yeah, what's your bass technique, Dim?
I don't have one.
And there you have it, folks.
I can't wait to hear this.
Alpha Rap.
You want to know how to play good bass? Don't play. I was always a low-key bass player, and all bass players, including the wonderful Mr. Jim Graziano, is not a bassist. He's lead bassist. So it's all about I don't know, feeling it and whatever sounds good for the song. Because if I'm playing bass, I'm locking in with Jamie, who's solid as a rock, and I've got Jake holding it down and putting it out front, so I've got to hold it down and give something that maybe is a little ear candy, but not too much, because this guy's all ear candy on those songs. You know?
Well, I think it's time for us to let the audience go and enjoy their first Fridays. But I want to say thank you again for being friends, but also for sharing your artistic talents with me and with others. And here at House of Robot, we so appreciate you. And I'm going to be chatting with you about doing some more gigs. All right?
Oh, yeah.
All blessings to you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you.
And
Good
there
night.
you have it, folks. House of Robot presents Alpha Rabbit. I'm Jacques Howard. Be sure to check us out on social media, House of Robot, and make sure that if you have an artist that you'd like to see here, or you are an artist that you'd like to get some exposure, make sure you reach out to us. Until next time, it's always about justice, peace, and humility. Take care now.